नमस्कार दोस्तों, आज हम बात करेंगे एक ऐसे मुद्दे पर जिसने न केवल सुप्रीम कोर्ट को चौंका दिया, बल्कि हमारे समाज की सच्चाई को भी उजागर किया है। हाल ही में मध्य प्रदेश सरकार ने सुप्रीम कोर्ट में एक सर्वे पेश किया, जिसमें बताया गया कि 56% ओबीसी परिवारों के सदस्य उच्च जाति के व्यक्ति के गुजरने पर खड़े हो जाते हैं। यह आंकड़ा न केवल चौंकाने वाला है, बल्कि यह हमारे समाज में व्याप्त गहरे जातिवाद को भी दर्शाता है। इस सर्वे में 10,000 शहरी और ग्रामीण परिवारों से जानकारी ली गई। इसके अनुसार 56% ओबीसी परिवारों के सदस्य उच्च जाति के व्यक्ति के गुजरने पर खड़े हो जाते हैं। इसके अलावा 57% लोग मानते हैं कि उनकी जाति के लोग मंदिरों में पुजारी नहीं बन सकते और 50% का कहना है कि उनके परिवार के सदस्य धार्मिक शिक्षा देने वाले संस्थानों में प्रवेश नहीं पा सकते। यह आंकड़े न केवल भेदभाव की गहरी जड़ों को दिखाते हैं, बल्कि यह भी स्पष्ट करते हैं कि जातिवाद हमारे समाज में कितनी गहराई तक समाया हुआ है। यह सर्वे सुप्रीम कोर्ट के मुख्य न्यायाधीश BR गवई के लिए एक व्यक्तिगत अनुभव से भी जुड़ा हुआ है। हाल ही में उन्हें भी जातिवाद का सामना करना पड़ा, जब एक उच्च जाति के व्यक्ति ने उन्हें सम्मान देने के बजाय नजरअंदाज किया। यह घटना न केवल उनके लिए व्यक्तिगत आघात थी, बल्कि यह भी दर्शाती है कि उच्च पदों पर बैठे लोग भी जातिवाद से मुक्त नहीं हैं। यह अनुभव उनके लिए एक आंखें खोलने वाला पल था, जिसने उन्हें इस मुद्दे की गंभीरता को और भी महसूस कराया। मध्य प्रदेश सरकार ने अदालत में एक हलफनामा प्रस्तुत किया, जिसमें कहा गया कि प्राचीन भारत में जातिवाद नहीं था, लेकिन कालांतर में यह व्यवस्था विकसित हुई। सरकार ने यह भी बताया कि ओबीसी समुदाय हिस्टोरिकली भेदभाव का शिकार रहा है और अब उन्हें 27% आरक्षण मिलना चाहिए। यह हलफनामा न केवल सरकार की संवेदनशीलता को दर्शाता है, बल्कि यह भी स्पष्ट करता है कि ओबीसी समुदाय की स्थिति में सुधार की आवश्यकता है। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने एक ऐतिहासिक निर्णय में कहा कि राज्य सरकारें SC/ST समुदायों के भीतर उप वर्गीकरण कर सकती हैं, ताकि अधिक पिछड़े वर्गों को आरक्षण का लाभ मिल सके। इस निर्णय ने 2004 के ईवी चिनाया मामले के फैसले को पलटते हुए यह स्पष्ट किया कि SC/ST समुदाय एक समान नहीं है और उनमें आंतरिक भेदभाव है। यह निर्णय न केवल न्यायिक दृष्टिकोण से महत्वपूर्ण है, बल्कि यह सामाजिक न्याय की दिशा में भी एक महत्वपूर्ण कदम है। मुख्य न्यायाधीश BR गवई ने इस सर्वे को पेश करते हुए कहा कि न्यायपालिका को इस मुद्दे पर गंभीरता से विचार करना चाहिए। उन्होंने यह भी कहा कि यदि न्यायपालिका इस मुद्दे पर चुप रहती है, तो यह समाज में व्याप्त जातिवाद को बढ़ावा देगा। उनकी यह टिप्पणी न केवल न्यायपालिका की जिम्मेदारी को दर्शाती है, बल्कि यह भी स्पष्ट करती है कि समाज में बदलाव लाने के लिए न्यायपालिका की सक्रिय भूमिका आवश्यक है। इस सर्वे के आंकड़े यह स्पष्ट करते हैं कि ओबीसी समुदाय आज भी सामाजिक और आर्थिक दृष्टि से पिछड़ा हुआ है। उन्हें न केवल शिक्षा और रोजगार में अवसरों की कमी है, बल्कि सामाजिक स्तर पर भी उन्हें भेदभाव का सामना करना पड़ता है। यह स्थिति न केवल ओबीसी समुदाय के लिए, बल्कि समग्र समाज के लिए चिंता का विषय है, क्योंकि यह सामाजिक असमानता को बढ़ावा देती है। न्यायपालिका की जिम्मेदारी केवल कानून तक सीमित नहीं है, उसे समाज में व्याप्त असमानताओं और भेदभाव के खिलाफ भी सक्रिय भूमिका निभानी चाहिए। यदि न्यायपालिका इस मुद्दे पर चुप रहती है, तो यह समाज में व्याप्त जातिवाद को बढ़ावा देगा। समाज के हर वर्ग को यह समझना होगा कि जातिवाद केवल एक सामाजिक समस्या नहीं, बल्कि यह राष्ट्रीय एकता और विकास के लिए भी खतरा है। समाज में बदलाव लाने के लिए केवल कानूनी उपाय पर्याप्त नहीं है, इसके लिए सामाजिक जागरूकता और शिक्षा की आवश्यकता है। हमें अपने बच्चों को जातिवाद के खिलाफ शिक्षा देनी होगी और उन्हें यह समझाना होगा कि सभी मनुष्य समान हैं। इसके अलावा सरकार को भी ओबीसी समुदाय के लिए विशेष योजनाएं बनानी चाहिए, ताकि उनकी सामाजिक और आर्थिक स्थिति में सुधार हो सके। यह सर्वे न केवल एक आंकड़ा है, बल्कि यह हमारे समाज की वास्तविकता को दर्शाता है। हमें इस समस्या को नजरअंदाज नहीं करना चाहिए, बल्कि इसके खिलाफ एकजुट होकर आवाज उठानी चाहिए। यदि हम सभी मिलकर प्रयास करें, तो हम समाज में व्याप्त जातिवाद को समाप्त कर सकते हैं और एक समान और न्यायपूर्ण समाज की ओर कदम बढ़ा सकते हैं। दोस्तों, और सबसे दिलचस्प बात यह है कि मध्य प्रदेश के वर्तमान मुख्यमंत्री खुद ओबीसी समुदाय से हैं, यानी वही नेता जो अपने समुदाय की आवाज बनने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। उनके कार्यकाल में ही यह बड़ा सर्वे सुप्रीम कोर्ट में पेश हुआ। इसे हम संयोग नहीं कह सकते। यह साफ दिखाता है कि अब न केवल समाज में, बल्कि राजनीतिक गलियारों में भी ओबीसी मुद्दों पर फोकस बढ़ा है। अब सवाल ये उठता है कि क्या यह सिर्फ आंकड़ों की बात है, या फिर सीएम के नेतृत्व में समाज में बदलाव की शुरुआत है। और हाँ, सुप्रीम कोर्ट के सामने यह आंकड़ा पेश करना भी अपने आप में एक बड़ा राजनीतिक और सामाजिक संदेश है। देखो, हम जागरूक हैं, हम नजर रख रहे हैं।
Yes. They have filed a counter affidavit yesterday afternoon. I have received a.
You want time?
No, they have filed.
Do you want time to file rejoinder?
No, rejoinder is not required in this matter.
You leave it to the next week. The other side is not here.
Please, my lords. My lords, I'm seeking a password of the marriage petition filed by my husband from Panvel, Maharashtra to.
I
Wait
can
for the other
appear
side.
for the respondent, my lords.
Yeah.
We have filed a complaint. Yes, my lords. Actually, both the parties are in the UK and she is seeking transfer to Punjab Dera Bassi. But both the parties are staying in the United Kingdom.
Allowed for it to happen. Video conference.
DPO का request.
Please.
My lords, I'm appealing for the petition wife, item number.
Beg to appear for the response.
Yes.
The counter affidavit has been filed. This is a transfer petition of wife from Hoshiarpur to Bangalore.
You want to try mediation?
My lords, we can try mediation, but they have been living separately since 2022. There is a compromise deed between the parties.
Whether that is even effective.
Because I appear for the respondent. He has approached he's approached to the Supreme Court Legal Aid Services. He has specifically instructed me not to consent for mediation. Your lordships will pass an order. That's for mediation also. I'll tell him that your lordships have passed.
Mediation you can't complain. It has to be by consent of the parties.
But in this case,
Not willing, not willing then.
My lords, the chance for settlement is very meek in this. The parties are living
Allowed
separately.
deputy to appeal. Take comfort.
Much obliged.
Permitted to appear through virtual.
That's what we already said.
Grateful.
Lordship, I'm for the respondent, Lordship.
And for the petitioner, my lord. So seeking from Agra to Jaipur, my lord.
Is there any possibility of mediation?
My lord, we can.
Lordship, I'm ready for the settlement if there is possibility, if he is close. Grateful, Lordship.
Deputy to appear through video conference.
My lords, I am for the respondent.
Lordship, I am appearing on behalf of the petitioner.
My lords, may refer us to mediation, my lords.
Mediation.
Much obliged.
Item 1, I was for the respondent. I couldn't come from behind. Item 1. I was for
We
the.
have already passed over. We have already kept it in the next week since you are not there. Since you are not there, we already kept it in the next week.
Grateful.
So
We have
There's
filed
a-
a counter.
there's a traffic jam today.
I couldn't reach up to the dais actually.
Yes, Mr. Attorney.
I have to gather myself before I say something. And let me just, respected Zoka, let me firstly say that we join you and your family in sharing our deepest condolences in the demise of your beloved mother. We pray for the departed soul. Like every honorable judge who adorned this court, who bring unique set of perceptions and like an artist shaping the clay, you brought with you a spectrum of values so dear to constitutional discourses, namely liberty, regulation of governance power, freedom of thought and expression, the economic and social upliftment of the deprived sections, and plowed them into your judgments. You've given us considerable food for thought, and I'm sure in times to come, the court will see the opportunities for further embedding them. You will certainly be remembered for the strong flag you waved for environmental causes and its stern voice and emphasis. Many lessons have been taught by you in this field of human concern. They are good for governance, as they will be for the community. Your judgments in the field of criminal law are great pointers to the need for closest attention to fairness of process, the scale of punishments, and avoiding errors which may be fatal for the liberty of the accused. While you would like to talk about how truthful you were to the constitutional oath of doing justice without fear or favor, in all your opinions, and at an erect spine, as someone would like to say, all of us received equal treatment and none went out of your court with the feeling that we did not have a day in the court, as they call it. You rightly called upon me on some occasions to demonstrate my accountability, even as the Attorney General, as any other counsel. I have cherished those questioning moments. All of us would have had such moment, occasion or the other in your court, to add to the memorable and pleasant pages of memory, to be memory bank about what to learn from your court. How can we not say that we are going to miss you? Can you not say also that on many miscellaneous hearing days that your court hit centuries? We say that Oka has made the court a rich institution, rich in its contributions, and we thank you sincerely for the tireless work you have done. I think on the lighter side, it seems by working so tirelessly, you set a bad standard for your law clerks, that there are days when they forgot to go home.
Please. My Lord, the Chief Justice, Justice Masih and Justice Oak, my Lord. The first thing which comes to our mind when we think about Justice Oak is a tireless judge, my Lord, a workaholic who has never, my Lord, been seen ill-prepared. And in fact, my Lord, the problem was your Lordships were more prepared than us, my Lord. And this is a genuine right-handed compliment, my Lord. Your Lordships have always read everything. Lord, the most amazing thing, my Lord, which I personally find amazing is that despite, my Lord, such an irreparable loss yesterday, your Lordships put duty first, duty as a judge first. Otherwise, my Lord, your Lordships had an option of delivering judgments virtually also. But, my Lord, this is what, my Lord, which all of us will have to learn to put duty first. Lord, I am not here, my Lord, to advise your Lordships, my Lord, but I'll take the opportunity. Please spare more time for the family. The work schedule you must have followed must be such that your family also may take time to adjust with your continuous presence, because you must always been in your chamber working for the matters. But this is their rightful claim, and don't close any options. Your Lordship's services are required, my Lords. I wish your Lordships a very good health and a very good second career of your Lordship's choice. And
Third career.
Third career, I stand corrected, my Lords. I stand corrected. And though your Lordships may not believe in God, but I am a believer, my Lord, I pray that may God always be by your side. Thank you. Lord, one more thing. Your Lordships would also be remembered as a judge who took stand when it was required, my Lords. In fact, my Lord, me and Raju were almost in every case, my Lord, on the wrong side of your Lordship's judgment.
At the receiving end.
At the receiving end. But, my Lord, as I have said, that our respect and love for a judge can never depend upon the relief which we got or we did not get. Lord, thank you for being what you are. Thank you.
May I, Lord, on behalf of the entire Lord Bar Association, first of all, Lord, offer our very, Lord, heartfelt condolences for this very tragic thing which has happened, Lord, to your Lordships yesterday. It is your Lordships, Lord, sense of duty, which is the reason why your Lordships are here today. Your Lordship's commitment to the cause of justice is exhibited by the fact that you went for the cremation and came back here today to be with us for your delivering your judgments, and also, Lord, to be with us for this, giving us this occasion, Lord, to speak about your Lordship's career. Lord, it is a matter which I can say on behalf of all the members of the bar that we never felt that any face matters before your Lordships. We never felt, Lord, that if there was a point involved in the matter, you will not get relief. We went back many times even without getting a relief, but we never ever felt that that justice has not been done, Lord. So Lord, I'll reserve the rest for the evening, Lord, but I, Lord, very, Lord, sincerely hope that your Lordships have a very, Lord, meaningful third tenure Of course, your Lordship will miss your Lordship's mother, because that is something which I thought your Lordship would have cherished after retirement. But that is not God's will. Nobody can, Lord, change that. But I'm sure, Lord, your Lordship's health, the rest of your life will be very healthy, meaningful, and as, Lord, fruitful as your Lordships have been so far to the institution.
Chief Justice, this is Masi, this is Hoke. The first name of my lords and the third name of my lords has already been widely known. It is the middle name of Srinivasa. Lordship's name had the Lord itself. You were a born judge, and throughout your life you have dispensed divine justice. Without any favor, without any ill will, true to your oath. And when in this moment of your extreme personal grief, you have come for the call of duty, on behalf of our association and members, we wish you well, always.
My Lord, first of all, our deepest condolences. What can I say? When some judge leaves, such a vacuum is created that he can never be replaced. That's what I feel today. You know, the Constitution of India has had a vision of certain socio-economic goals. And we in the country and the institutions of the country had to work together to realize those goals. But ultimately, the thematic thread that runs through our Constitution is liberty. That's the thematic thread, because the history of civilization is a history of strangulating liberty. Empires have been lost because they strangulated liberty. Slavery vanished because it strangulated liberty. Dominance of cultures, dominance of states. If they wished to strangle liberty, people rose. And therefore, a judge will be remembered only, and those are the judges in this court who will be remembered, when the cause of liberty is served through this institution. Which is why we remember Justice Khanna. Which is why we remember how ADM Jabalpur was bad. Which is why we remember Keshav Nand Bharti. Which is why we remember Patanjali Shastri's judgments. Why? Because the thematic thread of liberty was protected by this court. And you symbolize that. You protected liberty like none else did in this court. And I remember the words of Patrick Henry in the Revolution, in the American Revolution, when he said, "Give me liberty or give me death." And John Donne, the famous poet, said, "Give me liberty, for where paradise my prison, I would love to leap the crystal walls." You have leapt that crystal wall that enslaved people in this country, and we salute you for it. Thank you for being what you are and what you were. We'll cherish your memory. And I have a little poem for you, which I hope I can read this evening. God bless you. Have a prosperous future. And I know that you will continue, even though your family will want you together. But I know you will continue to do, because you have a passion for law, which you can never leave. God bless you.
Chief Justice, Justice Nasi, and of course Justice Hoke, our very deepest condolences. And at least I'm not surprised by the work ethic you have displayed, because we've seen it all these years. In fact, as the solicitor said, we have the problem that you were over-ready in many cases. A few months ago, actually, a whole group of lawyers, including from Maharashtra, were walking in the corridor, and they stopped to talk about different courts. And I was sitting there, and they went court to court. And when your courts came, I said, "Do you know this man's name?" So they recited the full name. So I said, his revered parents could not have found a better first name. Your Lordship epitomizes the word Abhay. Absolutely ramrod, unconcerned about anything except what you think is right. You may be wrong, but what you think is right comes first. And I think that is something which is very, very cherished, very special. And we felt it in every case. Subject matter neutral. And That's a trait you carried through all these years and preserved it is itself quite remarkable. It's not easy with the pressures you face there. You have had many guiding pole stars. You had, of course, liberty and environmentalists too, but others also. But you've always done justice in those subjects according to law. You've not allowed yourself to be carried away because we know that you have these cherished ideas. But you've tried to always do justice according to law. And in many cases of liberty, you've denied relief where the concept, the law, the facts, the context doesn't deserve it. And we all appreciate that. I would like to end by saying that our interactions in the court with you were highly interactive and sometimes very sharp. You rarely kept back anything. You said what came to your mind and you said it straight, you said it strong. And I'm not talking of myself, but a lot of people here. But the important thing is you never kept that sharp exchange in your heart. You were transparently open, simple, like transparent running water. And so we knew that when we left the court after the sharpest of exchanges, neither you nor anybody else here carried anything with you. And that's another great trait for a judge. We wish you well. We do unanimously believe a PIL on behalf of your family for some more time with the family would be justified. You should find that time for that. But all the very best and good health and Godspeed.
My
Lord, the
lords.
Chief Justice.
Lord, your lordships did one more amazing thing today. Making Dr. Singhvi speak without being paid for it.
Yes.
He rarely do that. He rarely does that.
Oh, yeah, he is there in every ceremony.
It's a testimony to that. That he's again making a tendentious statement. As he does it every time he opposes me.
You better withdraw that.
But Dr. Singhvi, this will continue forever.
Yes,
Go ahead and see.
Yes, now this becomes a tradition.
My Lord, the Chief Justice.
May
Gavai. My Lord.
Justice Oka.
Gavai. Oak.
first,
My Lord Justice.
The solicitor.
I think I can have that advantage of seniority. Yes. So first, my condolences for your bereavement, sir, and speaks volumes of the fact that so soon after bereavement you are here today. Sir, I'm reminded of Justice Young, Chief Justice of Lahore High Court in 1925, when he was asked, what do you look around in a lawyer to recommend his elevation? He said, I look around for a gentleman with a backbone and lots of law thrown into him. I think it applies squarely to Justice Oka as he retires. And only question that the lawyers had, why? Why so soon? And that distinguishes when lawyers or judges say when and when. So wish you all the very best, sir. And I have appeared before you in Karnataka High Court also twice. And your prime object was to dispense justice, come what may. May you have a very, you're not yet retired, but I can say that the last working day, may I have a very blissful, happy, retired life. Thank you.
Lord Justice Oak, my heartfelt condolences on the sad demise of your beloved mother. I pray that her soul rests in eternal peace. Justice Oak, I enjoyed every moment of my interaction in your Lordship's court. I love the way you dealt complicated issues, laughingly, smilingly, and simplified things. Though I was many times at the receiving end, as my senior, the Solicitor General has said, I enjoyed every moment of it. I never felt that the judgment was against me. I always felt that justice was being delivered. And there are some judgments, like Pavana Debur, where your Lordship have balanced everything. In Pavana Debur is one judgment which is cited by the prosecution for one point and the defense for the other point. Hats off to the judgment in Pavana Debur and several other matters. The list goes on and on. Then your Lordship may kindly say that I would have loved to appear in your court as a defense counsel. That was one thing I was deprived of. I mentioned that was not my luck. But I had the vicarious pleasure.
You had a choice. You did not exercise it.
No, I vicariously exercise. I'll tell my lords how.
There are one or two judgments from Gujarat where I appeared as a defense counsel came to my lords, and my lords have confirmed my submissions there. Therefore, vicariously, I've enjoyed appearing before my lords as a defense counsel. I had been to Karnataka to argue one or two matters. I was amazed by the respect. Each and every lawyer, not one was, every lawyer was full of respect for my lords. And they said, hats off to my lords for the respect that you have been bestowed in the Karnataka, though you were there as the Chief Justice for a short time. Then my lords may kindly have a look, my lords. I had bumped into my lords once in a morning walk. I rarely go for morning walks in parks. This time I went to Sundarnagar. Last time, if my lords recollect, I went to Lodi Garden where I bumped into Justice Khanna. This time I bumped into my lord in Sundar Nursery. My lord was having his morning walk with his wife, and I just said hello, hi, nothing much. But now I wish your lords that your lords may regularly, and my lord told me that I go only once on a Sunday or something. I wish my lords have a morning walk daily.
Oh, he does go for a morning walk daily. He goes to Sundarbat once in a week. Other days he goes to Lodi Garden or Nehru Park.
So I wish my lord good luck, lot of happiness, health, joy, and best future, sir. Thank you.
और आप हमसे जुड़े रहने के लिए सब्सक्राइब करें YouTube पर, फॉलो करें Twitter पर और लाइक करें Facebook पर। और ज्यादा जानकारी के लिए आपको टाइप करना होगा सिर्फ न्यूज़ नशा।